It's a video response to Irish on the topic of violence, which we're currently discussing. I'm just going to start out here, man. Wow, you kind of went the other direction with the whole violence thing. You know, let me say I understand your point, and I understand, respect, and appreciate your experiences more than you probably know. And so the rest of y'all may know, there's definitely places in the world where you'll get your arm chopped off as a child because somebody else thinks it's funny. But on with Irish, going the other way with that topic. You know, on the one hand, you can say, well, we live in the most peaceful times, and it's a panacea, and the wolf is at the door, and I can understand that point fully. The other way to look at it is, we live in the most peaceful times. What the heck are we doing right compared to the less peaceful times? If any of y'all took a look at the link that I posted, the person who was giving the speech about violence and the myths of violence, he pointed out the times in history with the, not necessarily like the gladiatorial games, but more like, you know, it'd be public entertainment to see a cat slaughtered alive. Public disembowelments where people would cheer as the guts of a human being were taken out in the public square. And I mean, this was in England and the other most civilized nations on the planet at that time. I would like to ask the question, I do get that the wolf is at the door, and that the capacity for violence is definitely within man. I'm not yet so naive as to think that. I wish I could be. I wish I could be the person who just puked on the floor whenever they saw violence, but as I said in the last video, I'm the person who's damn near eager to bring my gun. What is different about our society? Is it because we're such a nanny state, as some of your comments on your video stated? You know, is it because people are so much sheep? Frankly, the thing that keeps one person from harming another is the understanding of their position, or understanding they're as human as you are. You know, you create segments of society that are subhuman, whether they're criminals, smokers, overweight, whatever, take your pick. When a person is considered subhuman, then it then becomes okay to treat them however you will. I don't necessarily think that applies to sociopaths or other criminals. However, there's a difference nowadays, I think, and I'd like to put my finger on what we're doing right. And if it is the propagation of distraction and naivety that keeps us less violent, then wouldn't we be better served to shore up that distraction? You know, I appreciate what you said about so much of our lives is artificial. The wife and I, we were talking the other day about somebody that she knows is very particular about her food, and how it was about poultry and how eggs and things like that, how eggs are gotten from poultry on a commercial level. And you know, we were just talking about the ignorance and naivety of people, and where they think that their food must have come from, or, you know, what all's entailed in an organic, free roaming, whatever the hell, you know. So I mean, I could very much be off base. But, I mean, I really don't know. I don't have the answer. I'm not. All I can do is draw upon my experiences, where I've seen many more cases of people helping one another than hurting one another, at least domestically, at least in my neighborhood, state, and community. But yeah, this is a good continuation, and I really appreciate your perspective, and thank you for taking the time to squeak out a bit on the subject. But, see y'all later.